Hello everyone, good afternoon. It is September 11th, Thursday. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or just a couple minutes after 3. This is a copy of a 3-rail to 2-rail conversion jig that I copied pretty much from a guy named Lars Ljungberg. I made this out of a quarter-inch thick 12L14 steel, 2 plates. This is upper plate, holds these bolts. This is an M6, these two are M5s. This one is longer than the other two. To press the wheel out. Okay, so hopefully you can see how this works. I will tell you though, one of the things I discovered is that this center pin that pushes it out, the center bolt, you have to grind it down to a press point, like a press pin, in order for it to work properly. I discovered that. So here we go. And the thing is, it has to be kind of long, because it has to be at least as long as the axle you're removing, at the thickness of the wheel you're removing. I placed it in here, all right, and I take quarter-inch drive socket, all right, and start rotating it, and you can see it pressing the wheel out, okay. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. The wheel, the pin has, the bolt has to be done to a taper that matches the wheel so that it actually pulls the wheel, pushes the wheel out all the way. If it's not done long enough, where it's long enough to do that, it won't do it properly. And you see, the wheel is almost there. You know, this is a power truck for a Lionel R27, R30 New York City subway car in O gauge, O scale. As you can see, the wheel is almost there. It's really almost there. So you got to grind down this center bolt to a taper, like a press pin, and use it just as that on the axle hole to convert this from 3-rail to 2-rail, okay? And once that's done, you take the axle off, okay? Here's an axle for reference with a 3-rail axle with the wheel already on the other side, and you push this off, okay? This has no gear on it, so I don't have to worry about that, but I can just go ahead and just put this in here, all right? And use the socket and do the same thing. Bingo. And there's the axle. I made this on an old milling machine that I have, that I bought a couple of years ago. So, and what I'll do with this one doesn't have to have it done. Might have to have it done, but I'm going to turn it down to fit Northwest Shortline wheels, and then the truck block can be reused. Okay. So, you have a nifty little wheel puller. Works pretty well. The only thing is, though, is that what you have to be careful of is that the space between the wheel and the truck is very thin, very, very narrow. So you have to be careful of how much I milled. I had to be careful how much I milled this down. But the thing is, though, is if I do it in the wrong place, it'll bend these pieces. All right. But if I taper this down, it won't do it. It'll just press the wheel off. This is 12L14 steel. This is pretty strong stuff. But I milled it down all the way down here in my milling machine, and you can see the threads and everything. And how it works. You just saw how it works. If I gotta cut this down, taper this down more to a like a pin type thing, so it's like a straight pin or a straight rod, you know. And the threads will start up later. So just thick enough so that the axle, it'll push the axle. So it's gonna have to be about the same thickness as the wheel, where the axle sits in. Anyway, if you have any questions, critiques, or comments, or want to know how this was done, feel free. You know, hope you guys. Having a good week, and hope the weather's good wherever you're at. And happy railroading. Bye-bye.